Hi students, today we will study parallel lines and transversal. In my previous video I have already explained about line segment, parallel lines, intersecting lines, etc. And here we are taking parallel lines only and a transversal. Here I drew two lines L and M. They are parallel, that means distance between them is constant everywhere, and T is the transversal. The transversal cuts the parallel lines into 2 points. And here we know that 8 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 angles are formed here. And we are going to discuss about the peculiarities of these angles. Angle 1 equal to angle 3 because they are vertically opposite angles. From my previous video you have learned these things. Vertically opposite angles I have already explained in that video. This is a continuation of lines and angles only. And another pair, angle 2 and angle 4. They are vertically opposite angles. Next, here I have used same colors for equal angles. So you can easily understand that. Next pair is angle 5 equal to angle 7. They are also vertically opposite angles. I have used green color for that angles. Another pair is angle 6 is equal to angle 8. They are also vertically opposite angles. So total 4 pairs are there. Here I am going to explain corresponding angles. L and M are two parallel lines. T is the transversal. Here also 8 angles are formed. I did not mark that angles. Here I am marking the corresponding angles pair by pair. Angle 1 equal to angle 5. I have highlighted that two angles. Angle 1 equal to angle 5. That means suppose here angle 1 equal to 120 degree, then angle 5 also 120 degree. How to identify that? See, they are lying on the right side of the transversal. Angle 1 and angle 5 are lying on the right side of the transversal and they are above the parallel lines. Angle 1 is above the line L and angle 5 is above the line M. So angle 1 equal to angle 5 if L parallel M. Here L and M are parallel. So angle 1 equal to angle 5. Another pair is angle 2 equal to angle 6. Angle 1 equal to angle 5, they are corresponding angles. Angle 2 equal to angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 6, they are lying on the left side of the transversal, and angle 2 is above the line L and angle 6 is above the line M. They are lying on the same side of the transversal and both the angles are above the parallel line. So they are corresponding angles. Third pair is angle 3 and angle 7. L and M are parallel and angle 3 and angle 7 both are lying on the left side of the transversal and both are below the parallel lines. So they are corresponding angles. And the fourth pair is angle 4 equal to angle 8. They are on the right side of the transversal and angle 4 and angle 8 they are below the transversal. So total 4 pairs of corresponding angles are there. If L and M are parallel or if the lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. Only one pair I have highlighted to identify that because they are lying on the same side of the transversal and it should be either above the transversal or both should be below the parallel lines. Next is alternate interior angles. L and M are parallel and T is the transversal. total 8 angles are formed. Here I have marked 2 angles. One is on the right side of the transversal and another is on the left side of the transversal, and both are between the parallel lines. Both are lying between the parallel lines. From the name itself you can understand that alternate means one is on the right side and another is on the left side. Interior means both lie in between the lines L and M. These two angles will be equal if L and M are parallel. Here L and M are parallel, so angle 4 equal to angle 6. Another pair, angle 3 and angle 5. They are lying in between the parallel lines, and one is on the left side of the transversal, another is on the right side of the transversal. So their measures will be equal because L and M are parallel. So total 2 alternate interior angles are there. If L and M are parallel, their measures will be equal. Next is alternate exterior angles. From the word itself you can understand the angles are the exterior angles. Angles are outside the parallel lines. Here L and M are parallel and T is the transversal. See, one pair I have marked, angle 1 and angle 7. One is on the right side of the transversal and angle 7 is on the left side of the transversal, and both are outside the parallel lines. Their measures will be equal because L and M are parallel. Another pair is 2 and 8. Angle 2 and angle 8, they are equal because angle 2 is on the left side of the transversal and angle 8 is on the right side of the transversal. Both are outside the parallel lines, and L and M are parallel, so their measures will be equal. Next we are going to discuss about the co-interior angles. L and M are parallel. T is the transversal. Here I have marked 4 and 5. They are lying on the right side of the transversal and their sum is 180 degree. Angle 4 plus angle 5 is 180 degree. One more is there, angle 6 and angle 3. Angle 3 plus angle 6 also 180 degree because they are lying on the same side of the transversal and they are lying between the parallel line, so their sum is 180 degree. And L and M are parallel also, then only we will get sum as 180 degree. If L and M are not parallel, then we will not get the sum as 180 degree. Next, here I drew 4 parallel lines and a transversal. Here 4 corresponding angles I have marked. Their angles will be equal. Their angle measures will be equal because the lines are parallel. Here I have marked alternate interior angles. Total 6 angles I have marked. The measures of these 6 angles will be equal because these lines are parallel. So we can draw as many parallel lines as we require. Next, here I have drew 2 lines L and M. They are not parallel, and one pair of corresponding angles I have marked. We are going to check whether the angle measures are equal or not. We know that with the protractor only we can measure the angle. So here L and M are not parallel. See, here with the protractor I have measured and the angle measure is 115 degree. And the another angle measure is 90 degree. See, the measures are not equal. So if the lines are not parallel, then the corresponding angles will not be equal. If 2 lines are not parallel, then the corresponding angles are not equal. Or if the corresponding angles are not equal, then the lines are not parallel. Next, here L and M are not parallel. T is the transversal. one pair of alternate interior angles are drawn here. See, one is on the left side and other is on the right side, and both are lying in between the lines. But here L and M are not parallel. We are going to check the measures of each angle with the protractor. See, first angle measure is 115 degree. Another angle measure is 90 degree. See, the measures are not equal, or if two lines are not parallel, then the alternate interior angles are not equal. Or if the alternate interior angles are not equal, then the lines are not parallel. If the lines are not parallel, then the corresponding angles are not equal. If the lines are not parallel, then the alternate interior angles are also not equal. Next, see, L and M are two lines and one pair of co-interior angles are marked here. We are going to check whether the sum of these two angles is 180 or not. See, first angle measure is 65 degree. Second angle measure is 90 degree. And we know that 65 plus 90 is 155 only. It is not equal to 180 degree. So, if the lines are not parallel, then the sum of the measures of co-interior angles is not equal to 180 degree. Okay, hope you would have understand the concept. Thank you.